staying productive while working from home. So a couple of things that I want to share with you that I take for granted because, again, my wife and I have been working from home for many, many, many years. Me, 13 years. My wife, 6 or 7, I think, as long as I've been married to her. So so we take a lot of things for granted when we work from home. And I want to share these ideas with you today because I think it'll help some of you guys that are working from home for the first time or working remotely for the first time. Maybe you're working with a team and now you have to meet on video calls all the time. So here's a few things that I've done from the beginning, really, that has really, really helped me be super productive online. So the one thing that I do is I have scheduled working hours. So when my son was in school, I worked from 9 a.m. to about 3:30, and then I would go pick him up, and that's it. The day's over. So everything that I can cram in between 9 a.m. and 3:30 is my working time. Then, when we come home, we obviously have things to do. We're eating, we're having family time, whatever. And then once he goes down to bed, maybe I crank out a book or watch a show or something like that. But I have very strict scheduled working hours and I don't deviate from them. And in between those working hours, I actually use those hours as if I was in an office somewhere. So I always break for lunch. I have little 15 or 20 minute breaks. I'll take the dog for a walk. I'll walk around. I'll go grab a coffee. I will get my ass out of this seat and move. All right. Because I noticed that maybe after 60 minutes or 90 minutes at max, I start to fry out. I start to lose focus. I start to lose attention and my productivity goes way, way down. So taking those breaks and breaking for lunch as a must, not an if, is so important. And we also set rules, right? That's the next thing that I want to share with you is setting rules. So my wife knows, when I'm on a call, and the baby's running around, she keeps him out of this office. We set these rules and parameters and these expectations up front. So there's no issue. Now there's one thing that I need to get better at. And it's when I schedule a meeting, not going over the time. So for example, I'll set a 30-minute meeting and I'll go over 10 minutes and that kind of screws up my wife, or screws up, the calendar. I don't block meetings stacked back to back anymore. So it's not really affecting me so much, but it is affecting my wife. So I highly recommend that you have hard stops and try to be as good with your schedule as possible. Now, if you have to go over, a couple minutes or whatever, I could always shoot my wife a text and be like, "Hey, Tor, I'm running over now." I don't do that, but the point is try to stick to the scheduled blocks of time that you block out for yourself. The other thing that I would highly recommend you do is actually block out time for your tasks. So for example, I do a lot of stuff on Instagram. So I block out 30-minute blocks or 40-minute blocks right on my calendar. So I am not interrupted at whatsoever. And I can get in there and do that Instagram work. So when you block out those times, things get done. What's that old saying? What doesn't get scheduled doesn't get done, right? So make sure that you block out every little bit of your schedule. The other thing that my wife and I do that's really, really helpful is we use Google Calendars and we can share each other's calendar. So I know what's going on her calendar and she knows what's going on my calendar. So we don't overlap, especially when we're watching the baby because the baby's home right now. So we have to really move and shake and be as nimble and flexible as we can. But we're getting into this consistency. So, at 1 o'clock, we put him down for a nap. He's usually good for 2 hours. So we're starting to get into this little routine here and it's working. It's working really, really well. Another thing that I highly recommend you do, especially working from home, is to not forget to be social. So it's like second nature to me to come on a live stream and start talking to you guys, whether it be on Facebook or Instagram or any of those places. If you're not comfortable with going live and talking to dozens of people at one time, pick up the phone and FaceTime your cousin, FaceTime your friend, your brother, your sister, and just get that social aspect in and back into your life. Very, very important to stay social, especially somebody like me. Like, I love people. I have to be interacting with people. Otherwise, I'm not living. Like, I don't feel alive. So don't forget to go social and be social with others, with others. The last thing I want to talk about is creating an inspiring workplace. So I am not an interior decorator by any means. So all this background that you see here is all done by my wife. But I will tell you, I am most productive in this room because of how it's decorated and how it's very minimal. So I don't have a lot of clutter. I hate clutter. So everything is very put away, and if I'm using it, I use it and then I put it right back. And so you have to have an inspiring workplace to do inspiring work. And as a creative, that's really, really important for me. So I know for a lot of you entrepreneurs out there, you have to have a creative mind these days. Otherwise, you're done. So having that workspace that's clean and uncluttered and inspiring, maybe you put some things on the wall or sayings, or, I have this little thing here that one of my coaches gave to me. He actually made it, and it's really, really awesome. And it's got each link has a saying on it. And one link says broaden your view. The other link says become a deep diver. The other link says slow digestion. The other link says servant, teacher, advisor. And then the last link says help, teach, and impact. And those are sort of my core values for myself and my business. And I have it on my desk at all times. And it's just a little inspiring reminder of all of those things are interlocked with each other. And it just inspires me to do good work. So again, small little tip for you guys today when it comes to being productive at work, and hopefully it helps. This could be very baseline elementary stuff here, but all these little things I take for granted every day because I've been doing it for so long. So just wanted to share that with you guys. Have an amazing day. And if this video helps someone else, please share it with them. Please tag them or share it with them. Trying to help as many people as I can here, and online business owners and business owners as I can here during this crisis. It sucks. Who wants to be cooped in the house all day long? I'm a firm believer that we'll get through this, and we're going to get through it faster than I think we all think we are. And we just got to bear the turbulence and buckle up and just get through it. So have an amazing day, guys. Stay safe, stay healthy. And I'll be back tomorrow with something for you guys that'll help you grow your business, stay productive, and just get through this. So have an amazing day. Take care.